everybody, it's me, Shi-Shi B, the Cultural Concierge, here in the office of the real estate mogul, Mustapha Njie, also the author of this phenomenal book called TAF the Builder. I am super excited to be here today to talk to Mr. Njie, also known as Uncle Taf, about his book, about the conversation between Mustapha Njie and his grandchildren in TAF the Builder. Looking forward to the conversation. Hey everybody, it's me, Shi-Shi B, the Cultural Concierge, here in the office of Mr. Mustapha Njie. Everyone knows him as Uncle Taf. And we're here today for his book, Taf the Builder. I'm a fan of you, sir. I am such a fan of you. First of all, before I get into the book and everything, I want to acknowledge that you're a hero for us. You are the hero for us. He is, for many things. Not just because you're an expert in building, but for your humanity, your philanthropy, for what you do for us. Thank you. And I've been watching you from afar. I'm American / Gambian, because I live in Gambia now. And I bought your book in 22 when you had, I think it was about September of 2022.
Yes.
And I bought the book for children in America for my NGO. And I had a big fundraiser to bring shoes here in the Gambia in 22 or 23. And I gave her books out to the children. Mm-hmm. And on the morning of the event, the program, I thought of calling your marketing person. I called Anita, and she spoke with your daughter, the GM, and I said, can we get books? And you guys delivered. And so you've made history in America. And so your book is now able to be read. So once a book is in a library, it means it can be used in an educational facility, meaning schools, taught, and so forth and so on. So that has happened. And I want to give a shout out to the publishing company, Five Network. They also send other authors as well. So the month of February in America is Black History Month. So you were on display. We had a bio of you there, your nice photograph, and your books were on display for the whole month. And there was one photograph that I loved all of 2023. It was like hashtag my best photo of the year. It was two African-American boys reading a book. It just filled my heart. So it was just the greatest thing, and I was so happy about that. But I now am personally here to thank you for your book and what you've done for me and for all the children that are reading it. So that's that. And so I'm here to do an initiative called Read to Rise. And since you are building up Africa, and I'm talking about building up Africa, I'm about, we need to come home, and I support everything that's going on in the Gambia. And so I wanted to partner with you, and I reached out to your daughter. She had me come in, and you guys are partnering with me on my initiative. So thank you so much for your sponsorship with philanthropy again. And so you are the distinguished author book of the day. So it's a big program that we're going to be having July 5th. Mm-hmm. And I've been told that you're so busy that you won't be able to attend, correct?
No, I won't, but I have a long schedule.
Yes.
I came in on Sunday and I leave again on Sunday morning.
Yes.
I'm away for almost 6 weeks.
Wow. Okay. So thank you for this time. So I would like to talk a little bit about your book a little bit, and what was the inspiration, and also if you could speak to me on my initiative. So my initiative is called Read to Rise. I want to inspire the community to do corporate social responsibility, and I want to shout out to the Gambian community. They have stepped up. So, but anyway, regarding the Read to Rise initiative, I felt, and I know, that reading is important and literacy is important. And so I'm hoping that this initiative is just the beginning, because I'm looking to do more, like working in schools and libraries, and also promoting people's brands, people who are authors. So it's just a start, and thank you for helping me with my start.
Yeah.
So let's get into your book. So Mustapha Njie, I think someone reached out to you. Can you kind of just expound about how you started, what you did, and just give me your story.
All right, thank you. First, let me start by also complimenting you for your efforts in what you've initiated by displaying my book in the US, in the library. so it can be read by African Americans who originally came from here. So on the book, it's an initiative that was started by Faye. Faye reached out to me. They are Gambians, but based in the US. That I need to write my story in the form of a book for kids. It's meant for kids between the ages of 12 and below. As you can see. So I jumped into it because I had always thought that I need to share my story, which I do in many forms.
Yes.
But in a written form, starting with Taf the Builder, which is basically to inspire young Africans as they are growing, at that age, to start dreaming big. Dreaming big, just referencing me that if Mr. Mustapha Njie or Uncle Taf or Grandpa Taf can do it, having started from humble background to where he is, so therefore we can dream big to do it.
Yes.
So that's the purpose of the book. And in it, I narrate my story, and it comes in the form of storytelling to my grandkids, three of them, narrating them my story, how I started. And we got with some illustration, as you can see. So it's on Amazon. I'm glad it's in libraries in the US, like you guys have done, and it's still here. I mean, it's accessible through some local libraries here or local bookstores.
Okay.
I think Timbuktu, you can get from Timbuktu.
Okay.
But generally, I give it out, as a sort of gift or present. And of my age, give it out. So it's a way of communicating my story, as I said. Gambia, number one, being the smallest country in Africa, land-wise. Population also 2.8 million people, very small. But I think generally there's relevance coming from this country. We're very relevant everywhere.
Yes.
So our story needs to be told, not only for the young Gambians that are growing up, but for the black race. That yes, you are not underdog. You can do it. If somebody can come from these background, do this, so therefore you should be able to do it. So that's basically the story behind the book, Taf the Builder.
And that's what I got from that. I felt like it would be inspirational. Anyone that comes across this book, young or old, if you read this book, it's very inspirational and it shows that anyone can do it. And so a little bit about your business. So you've been in business a very long time. For those that don't know about you, can you give us a little bit about that too?
Okay, so my business is 35 years old now.
35 years.
Well, when I talk about my business, I need to talk about also my pre-operations, before I started my business. Because I did about 15 years of my apprenticeship. Which is important. And again, try to inspire the young ones to understand that Rome wasn't built in a day. You just can't get up one day and start a business, call yourself a CEO, and off you go. If you see the success behind Uncle Taf or Taf the Builder, it's been 15 years of apprenticeship working for others, and then 35 years of running my business. You put this thing together, it's 50 years.
Yeah.
And 50 years is not 50 days.
Right.
So it comes with a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, which I share now. So I am African, I am Gambian, but I have this big vision, this big dream to build 1 million homes across the continent over the next 20 years. Because in Africa, from now to 2063, which is on the Africa we want, Agenda 2063, there will be 1.6 billion Africans that will be born.
Wow.
Over the next 38 years.
So we're going to be the largest increase of
alarming, yeah, very alarming. So for that reason, there's a demand.
Yes, for homes.
Yeah, for homes. But like everywhere in the world, shelter is one of the basic human rights.
I was just saying shelter.
Yeah, so therefore, that's an opportunity for an entrepreneur who's involved in home building or affordable housing. So that's one. And then number two is a big challenge. People are going to need houses. They need them. So we've run the vision, which was in 2018, for 20 years to deliver 1 million homes. People do ask, how many have you done so far? On what's done already, it's over maybe close to 6, 7, 8,000 units already done.
Throughout Sub-Saharan.
Yes. And then, but mainly between Gambia and Nigeria. But now we have sealed up the land and been contracted out on a public-private partnership for 40,000 units. But that's still like a crack in the surface. It's a drop in the ocean. When we are at peak, if we are to meet our target, we will need to develop 50,000 homes a year in order to do this in 20 years. But every journey starts with a single step. We've made the start. It's my vision, I don't have to complete it. And that's a lesson to learn about vision. You have a vision, you think about it, you put it all together. It's like building a house with a foundation. So I build the foundation, and it's not my responsibility to build on top of that foundation. Others will. Like all the things you've been telling me about my management, I'm not even aware. It's on a good structure, good governance, they know their responsibility. And that's why they deal with you as if I am dealing with you.
Yes.
But that's again when you have a successful structure in terms of governance. And that's what we do at TAF Africa.
Right, and I see it. And that's why I've been so elated and wanting to meet you. Because I feel as though because we have birthdays that are close. Mine's the 3rd.
Really, February? Wow, so you're Aquarius.
Yes, so
Lovely.
we have that thinking,
Wow.
thinking big, and I'm a visionary. I'm a powerhouse with purpose, just as you are. So I'm just so thankful that you've given me this time, this opportunity. So I'm also a brand expander. I'm about supporting people's brand, products, service, and goods. And so I'm here in Africa. I have also a group. I've been philanthropic again. So I have a group called Embrace that I'm a part of. And we will grow a group where repats and expats that come, they have a place of resource, supports, and social services. So we're starting small. We're all busy, integrating and assimilating and getting back to motherland. So we're doing that. So you've done something for us as well. And so we want to thank you for that, Embrace. So we're looking to maybe partner with you to help you get your home sold. Because one thing is everyone needs a home. And what's going on around the world, we need to be in this home, in the motherland. And Mr. Mustapha Njie builds beautiful homes. We can get some of that information. Maybe you can tell us how we can find you. And that's basically it. I look forward to showing you what I do here in the Gambia. Once again, thank you for supporting me. I'm looking forward to my event. It's Read to Rise here in the Gambia. He's the distinguished author of the day. We'll have other authors, some poets. I want to give a few shout outs to some big people. I can say it now, he's approved it. And also another big organization is the Gambian Youth Writers. The president will be presenting his book, and a few other authors of the Gambia will be coming, and some American authors of books. And here's the important piece of it all. Our children need to be given the books that we are making. They need to see us in the books. They need to know about us. Because too long, we had not seen books about us when we were children, correct? Mm-hmm. And too long, the messages have been incorrect. So books such as this, and so other authors, we're looking for books. So please look out for me out there in the social media world. If you see me, you can donate to my nonprofit, Busby Gives Foundation, and buy a book for a child, donate a book, or give a book. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm honored, hosting this interview.
Thank you.
So those are open, obviously you know where to go.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So people that are looking all over the world, the YouTubes, the TikToks, and all that stuff, they're hearing me speak to you. Now you know this is the man to know. Okay, if you want to buy a home here, we have TAF City in Gambia, TAF Salon, TAF Sierra Leone, and as well as
Greater TAF in Nigeria.
And Greater TAF. So those are some of the projects that he's working on now, but there's going to be more to go and more as the years go by. But if anyone is interested, how does one find you? And how do they find you?
And to contact TAF Africa Global, you can easily send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com.
Info@tafafricaglobal.com. AfricaGlobal.com.
Yeah, otherwise on the phone, and these days everybody has WhatsApp. Gambia is +220-776-2333 or +220-376-2333.
That's how you find them.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.